How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. People are pissed. People are pissed today because Bitcoin fell down to 61,000. It actually pumped to about 64.5 last night, almost 65,000. Now it's falling down. Let's take a look at coin market cap because I bet you there are some alts bleeding. So you can see Ethereum down 5%, BNB down 3.2%, Solana down 4.6%, Dogecoin 4.4%. Obviously, there are some cryptos that are doing well today, but the majority of the market is down, right? About 2%, maybe 2.5%. Now, what is causing this, and will it continue? Why are people so pissed off? I want to cover that. If you don't mind, hit subscribe, turn on the bell notification underneath the video so you can see future videos just like this. Also, if you want to check out the link underneath the video to Margex, you can do that. We're right at this kind of range low that we've seen so far. So if we hold up, if we actually do hold this as a low, that's typically a pretty good time to be getting in on a long. But of course, right, you have to know what you're doing. So if you want, you can try this out underneath the video. There's also a link to CoinW in case you want to just start buying crypto and you want to just hold it for the long term. Now, Eric Balkan said last night, China AMC is pretty confident that Hong Kong will outdo the US in Bitcoin ETF flows and volume in day one. So they're expecting the Hong Kong ETF launch to be massive. They're expecting $125 million worth of creations, right? So they thought this was going to be massive, bigger than the US. And yeah, we had 8.5 million in volume. Only 8.5 million in volume. So not even creates, not even net 8.5 million in volume. So it was very weak. It was a sell the news event. Now, long term, I think whenever we get ETFs approved, it's a good thing, right? Long term, it unlocks more money to come into crypto. But short term, right, for an event like this is not great, right? It's not like there's that much interest, it seems like. And if people were buying, assuming that we're going to see the same level of interest from Hong Kong that we saw from the US, where we went from 38 all the way up to 74, anyone that thought, hey, we're already at 62 or 64, we're going to go up to 100 on Hong Kong, right? And then they see this, well, they probably sell, right? If you are someone that's just trying to get a little bit of a pump, if you're just in it for the short term, I can see why you'd be disheartened by this, right? However, long term, we're still heading in the right direction. We have a couple companies that are buying Bitcoin now or mining Bitcoin. I covered this in a video last night, but just a reminder, Alliance Resources, a $2.8 billion coal mining company, is now mining Bitcoin. They have 425 Bitcoin on their balance sheet. Also, we just got news, First United Bank and Stockyards Bank and Trust, both multi-billion dollar companies in AUM, they have filed to own Bitcoin through the ETFs. We have word of other financial institutions every single day allocating towards Bitcoin. They're saying that they want to allocate towards the Bitcoin ETFs. Now, some people think that the price action is shite for Bitcoin, that it's just looking horrible. I think it looks pretty similar to a bullish pennant, which can be pretty good for us actually if we break out. So we have this flagpole and then we just go back and forth into a triangle and then continue up. Okay, that looks pretty similar to what we're doing here, right? So we are seeing some higher lows and we're also seeing some lower highs. Of course, we could always fall down, right? But honestly, this isn't the worst setup. And considering how fast we moved, I'm just going to state, I still think that this isn't the worst thing in the world for us to have a cool off, right? A little bit of a cool off before the next move. Now, some altcoins are obviously cooling off more than others, with Ethereum down 15% over the last 30 days, with, Solana down 34%, XRP down 21%, and XRP is under 50 cents again. Dogecoin down 35.7%. Cardano down 34%. Avalanche down 39%. So, yeah, there are a lot of altcoins falling down significantly. Let's take a look at BTC dominance, and then I'll kind of hit on whether I think now is a good buying opportunity or not. Okay, so we have Bitcoin dominance starting to make a move back up the last 2 days. You can just see a higher high and a higher low. So could be quite bullish if you hold Bitcoin. Might get some more bang for your Bitcoin buck if you do want to eventually go back into altcoins at some point. Now, I've been very clear. I've been very heavy Bitcoin for a long time. The entire bear market, the entire bull so far, I've been much heavier Bitcoin than anything else. Now, I do think this is an interesting opportunity. If you don't have enough Bitcoin allocation, whenever we're at these range lows, I think is a decent time to dollar cost average, right? Especially if you are looking at altcoins, you have to realize Bitcoin dominance can continue moving up, right? Continue moving up, because even just a few weeks ago, we were 2% higher on Bitcoin dominance than we are now. But honestly, if you're looking at allocating towards alts, I'd rather buy them. I'd rather buy them when they're cheaper versus Bitcoin when they're falling down significantly more. So yeah, it's an interesting time in the market. Kind of I'm going to be honest, kind of a boring time compared to the beginning of the year where we had news every single day. The ETF flows were exciting and new. Right now, it's been a little bit slow. I mean, we have MicroStrategy continuing to buy. We have a lot of alts, I think, building quite well and getting ready for the bull market. But at this point, it's just a waiting game. And a lot of times after the halving, we do have kind of a boring period, and then it takes off, right? Right when people are bearish, that's when we take off. I don't know about you, but it does seem like a good number of people are actually bearish, right? Let's see the flows from yesterday as well. So flows, let me actually pull up let's pull up this. Okay, 429 flows. IBIT had 758 million in volume, so much more than the Hong Kong ETFs, although still small for the Bitcoin ETFs. This is the daily flows. It looks like a bit of a triangle here even, right? Ever since the price started to come down, we've just been trending sideways, almost equal inflows and outflows if you average out. MSTR bought more Bitcoin though. Let's see what else. 2 more banks filed for Bitcoin. Hong Kong ETF launches tomorrow. Okay, EasyBC had $2 million of inflow. GBTC only with 25 million in outflow. So honestly, not that bad for GBTC. BITB with 7 million in inflows. ARCB with a negative day, 31 million. 47 is needed. So IBIT, FBTC had negative 7 million. Third consecutive negative day for Fidelity. And then IBIT with another $0 day. So you want to know why the prices are going down? Well, the biggest driver, the biggest buyer in the market has cooled off, right? Ever since we hit 74K, it's just been going sideways. Now, do I think this is going to continue? No. Like I said, I think we're going to move up. I think they're going to hit the phones and say, hey, you need to buy this. We've cooled down. We're getting ready for another move up, most likely. And then most likely people will start buying it heavily again through the ETFs. And keep in mind too, they still have that card in their back pocket, which is they can go force people to buy. They can go put it in other portfolios that they've made that already have capital in it and just allocate it towards Bitcoin. Now, do we get a shakeout before then? It's possible, right? So make sure that you have your tap dancing shoes on, or make sure that you have maybe some capital on the sidelines, getting ready to buy the dips if necessary. But that's up to you. If you need a bigger portion of your portfolio to be Bitcoin, or you just need to allocate more into crypto in general, this isn't the worst time to buy. Now, is it as good as back here where you could have bought? No, but you do what you can, right? So if you have the money now and you're looking at buying, we are down. Let's see, how far are we down from the top? About 17, 18%. So it's a nice pullback. Let me know your thoughts on this underneath the video, though. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Let me know if you're pissed off that the price is going down, or if you're happy that you can buy in on a dip. Also, there are those links to Margex and CoinW. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one.